just got to one of the places I come to get all the supplies for the truck. I got a big day ahead of me of dealing with bullshit. The tire situation is a little bit annoying to me. My mechanic, he wasn't a real big fan of putting Chinese tires on my truck to begin with, but these guys, gave him a lot of confidence in the tires, saying that they haven't had any problems with them at all. He just went with it because he thought he was doing me a solid and saving me some money on getting a little bit under budget tire for a pretty good price. Well, it didn't work. I bought the 4 Samson tires in 2013. Now the tread on those tires is absolutely perfect. They are just ride tires in the back, and they really don't wear down that much. The reason we had to replace all these tires, the inner wall was splitting out. It kind of happened periodically. First one split, my mechanic replaced it by paying for it himself because they were supposed to warranty the first tire. The company that he worked with never warranted the first tire. Then I went in and got my rear differential replaced. They noticed another one was splitting, so they added that to my bill. I paid for a new tire on that one. I took my truck in to get all that work done about a week ago, and they noticed that the other tire was splitting, and we still had one more of those on the truck. So I just told my mechanic, order 2 tires. Put the 2 tires on. I don't want these Chinese Samsons on the truck anymore. Get me American tires. So he bought 2 more Toyos. I was going to have 3 Toyos and a Goodyear on there. Well, the people at the place that he took it to put the tires on screwed up what they were doing, and they replaced one of my good Toyos with a new Toyo and left the Samson that has the split in it on the truck. They're telling me that the Toyo tire had cracks in it all the way around it, and that's why they replaced that one. But I looked at the tires prior, and I didn't see any cracks in that Toyo. I did see the crack in the Samson, which is still on my truck. They cannot find the tire, this Toyo tire, that apparently had cracks in it. They're saying that it's not in any of their track sheets. They can't figure out what happened to it because nothing's been picked up. My guess is they're putting it back on somebody else's car as like a slightly used tire, because the fucking thing was just put on my truck in March. It's literally 6 months old. These tires are just under $300 a piece. Now I'm being forced to buy another tire because I can't find this other one to get that warrantied out, even though I just paid $300 for it. I mean, this is absolutely bullshit. I'm really tired of businesses legally robbing people. This is definitely somebody else's mistake that I'm gonna have to pay for. The first 4 tires, I spent over $1,000 with buying those and getting them mounted. Now I'm in the hole another $600. I think my mechanic, he's a little shamed on his end. I don't really want him to be. I know that they do everything in their power to do me right. I'm gonna get in here, I'm gonna pick up all the food that I need for the remainder of the week, the next couple days anyway. Today is my day off this week. I got to get back to the truck, unload everything at the office, and I got to get the food truck, take it down to this tire place and get robbed for another couple $100. And hopefully this will be the end of this situation. Update on the tire situation. This is absolutely great. I never actually feel like I've won anything. I went into that store today a little bit with a chip on my shoulder because I didn't want to give up the fight, but the fact that they took off one of my brand new tires and replaced it with a brand new tire and left one of the tires that was old with a giant crack in the sidewall of it on the truck. I walked right into the shop area where you're not supposed to walk. I looked at a stack of tires, and my brand new Toyo that they took off of the truck was sitting right on top. I matched the numbers, I matched everything as I had the paperwork with me. Just to be smart, I went up to the guy and asked him, I was like, hey, well, where's the new tire that you just shipped in today? He's like, oh, it's over here in the office. I haven't pulled it out yet. I said, perfect, because on that stack, I just found a Toyo that meets all of the requirements that is mine. He went over and he's like, oh, all right, let me see. I'll show you where it's cracked. He pulls it down, he throws it on the ground, he's stepping on it, and he's trying to show me where this tear is that the guy said was on it. Horseshit. Absolute horseshit. There was no cracks on that tire. I caught them red-handed. I busted them in their mistake. A big mistake on their part. I mean, for the simple fact they set me out on the road with a tire that had a split in it. The thing could have exploded on a food truck. You're talking about a lot of weight in a vehicle. That can cause an accident. That can cause the truck to flip over. They couldn't say anything. Almost basically made me pay for another $300 for another brand new tire because of their mistake. The guy's face was priceless. I wish I would have had it all on video. at the time. It's something that really aggravates me because like, we're small business. These guys have giant contracts with all these people and they're just making money hand over fist. Well, $300 coming out of a small business owner's pocket for something they already paid for, that hurts us. People make mistakes like this and they really just don't care. It was just a really, really sketchy and shitty situation. I'm just glad that I stuck to my guns. I always know what's going on with my truck. Just knowing what's going on is going to save me some money in the long run. I came out with a win. I'm feeling pretty happy. I'm feeling accomplished. It's only 2 o'clock on my day off, so I get a couple hours to kind of relax now, and I'm going to take advantage of that. Maybe see about going and grabbing some ramen or pho, take it home to Sarah and surprise her with lunch. Just went to rice and noodle, or noodle and rice, or yeah, noodles and rice is what it's called. I have them strapped in because the last thing I want is ramen broth all over my car, stinking it up for like a couple weeks. There's a break in traffic right now, so I'm gonna go. Peace.